Nice. That was awesome. How's it going, everybody? My name is Brian Hopp. I play with Fall of Carnage, and I play Framus guitars. I'm here with my buddy Scotty from Mooer Pedals, and we're just messing around with the Ocean Machine here.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy what you can do with this pedal. I'm going to kind of go through some stuff with Scotty here and let him show all the distinct features and the insane capability that this pedal can do.
Sure.
So what we were just doing there, I was just playing, and you're hitting, what, the infinite kind of repeat?
Yeah, so what I was doing, I was holding down the foot switch on the reverb, which gives it an infinite repeat, and then I moved the delays after the reverb to they start freaking out.
Right, and you can do that in this pedal. You can move all the different signal chains around, correct?
Yeah, sure. So if we have a look on the screen of the pedal here, you can see the independent blocks. So in the Mooer Ocean Machine, what you've got 2 delays, and you've got 1 reverb. You've also got a looper.
Mm-hmm.
So they're your 4 effect blocks. Inside the menu on the screen there, you can select the block, and you can move it around to any routing that you want. So I know it looks really crazy because it's got loads of knobs on it.
It is intimidating.
But it's actually very simple. Here you've got a foot switch for the reverb.
Mm-hmm.
Here you've got your reverb type. And then these 4 controls are your main reverb controls.
Right.
Okay. And then here you've got a foot switch for delay B. Here you've got the delay B type.
Mm-hmm.
And then these 4 are your main delay controls. Delay A foot switch, delay A type, and the delay A main controls.
Nice. Everything's grid-based, so you can see the breakup of it easily with these buttons, which is nice. I like that.
Yeah. It's pretty much just kind of like having 3 pedals.
Right.
Laid out in front of you, but in one box.
Compact into one.
Yeah. So it's actually really easy to tweak and mess around with.
Awesome. So one of the things that I found most inspiring about it, and one of the things I think I love about Devin Townsend's sound a lot, is I think he uses the shimmer effect a lot, correct?
Sure, yeah. The shimmer's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the nice thing is you've got many different types of reverb, but the shimmer is a separate control that you can add on top of any of the reverbs.
Mm-hmm.
So if I turn the reverb on for a moment, and we can have a play there. Okay. So we've got quite a long decay on there. I'll turn the decay down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the whole reverb, but if I want to add some shimmer to that, I can use this shimmer knob and I can dial it in.
That's like the synth aspect to it almost, yeah?
Yeah, it's a second voice that harmonizes with your guitar that sits on top.
Wow, that's awesome.
Now, an interesting thing about this, the control on the reverb's actually a wet dry. So when you put it on full, and if we got the master mix on full, you lose your dry guitar.
That's cool.
So if you want to use it in a more standard kind of guitar way, what you can do is you can roll the master mix down. Even if you go down as low as 20, and you just get a little bit of ambience in the background.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's beautiful.
And then we'll get add in some delays with that.
And that's engaging these two buttons and it activates the tap, correct?
Yes, so the delays, each of the delays, first of all on the models, both delays have digital, analog and tape, because they're your most common delay. After that, all of the separate models are different on each delay. Delay A can get really crazy.
Yeah.
But in the menu at the bottom, you can set different subdivisions for the delays, yeah? So like this one's set to 1/8, and then this one is set to 1/4. So if I press these two foot switches together, you see there it says tap.
Yep.
Now I can tap in a master tap tempo with this foot switch.
And that's delayed 1/8 and that's delayed 1/4, right?
Exactly, in relation to that tempo.
Right.
You can also, while you're in this screen here, you can just tap in one delay if you want.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you can just...
Oh yeah, so if you wanted to tap it, you got to press these two first.
both at the same time, then it goes in there.
And there's your master tap tempo, which will sync both up. So as I was saying about the extra kind of delay types that you get after the digital, analog and tape, so on delay B, you'll get very normal, usable, sort of modulated kind of delays. So if we go up to like this one, for example, you can try this.
Not that chord, though. Oh, wow. It's all warbly.
So you get the nice modulation there.
Especially works cool with doing the whammy bar. You can get it
Exactly.
really cool effects.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Whereas the delay A, when we get up here, things start to get a little bit crazy. So let's just switch on the delay A. If we get up the liquid, you got a nice modulation.
Oh, yeah.
And as we get on to the next one,
Which one is that?
that's called rainbow.
Rainbow.
Yeah. And there's this next one called crystal.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Now, after that's one of my favorite ones. Now, this is called low bit. So it's like a bit crusher, but just on the delayed signal. Now, with these extra delay models, if you go into the menu here, you also get a couple of extra parameters that you can change. So if I go to the low bit there, for example, for 1 minute, I'm just going to crank the bit so we can hear it. If I go to the rate, you can change the frequency, right? So you can find a frequency that you like, then go to the bit, roll it back. You try that.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
And like another thing you could do, for example, if you set the feedback at 0, so it's just one repeat, and we put the time really, 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 really quick, and we put the level high on that, it'll almost bit crush your guitar. Sound good?
Oh, yeah, you can hear it.
You get all your Super Mario sounds. Yeah. And then if we go back into there, we put that one first in the row, and we move the other ones after it. Then you can have your Super Mario sound with some digital delay, for example. A little bit of reverb. Well, a lot of reverb.
Yeah. Which is good. Whoa, what'd you just do there?
So I've just changed the time and the feedback there on the bit crush one to put it back to normal.
Right. That's really cool.
Cool thing as well is even while the delay is still going, what you can do is you can change the delay type and it'll change real time instead of stop. You know, a lot of the digital delay pedals, if you change the delay type, it'll stop loading the new algorithm.
Right.
You know, whereas with this one, if you try play,
The
and
tails still go.
it'll change real time for you.
Yeah. Very cool. Really cool. That's awesome, man. And then the also cool thing about this is they have the built-in loop station into it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not much of a loop player, but it is pretty cool. And you can move that around in the signal chain anywhere you want to,
You
correct?
can, yeah. So if you put the loop as the first effects block, for example, it's just going to record your dry guitar, no effects. So
Right.
actually, a cool thing to do with this, if you first get out of the box and you want to hear what the effects do,
Just put a loop on.
you can
and-
record a little loop with the looper first in chain, and then you can audition through the effects
Right.
to have a listen to them.
Well, maybe I'll play something and you can try and catch a loop of it and we can mess around with some of the stuff and see.
Okay, so where would you like us to put the looper first in the chain so you can do a dry guitar and then audition
Sure,
effects, or should
yeah.
we put it later and capture the effects?
Maybe let's try both, see what the different sounds are.
Okay, so I'll leave it at the end first.
Okay.
So first, let's get a sound you want. What kind of delays do you want?
I like space, you know, like the just kind of floating around in space delay.
Okay,
if
so
that
just
makes
some
sense.
ambience, right?
Sure.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, you want something crazy?
Well, maybe a little crazy.
A little crazy, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, let's stick with that bit crusher on this one. Not have it too big in the mix. And on this one, maybe just stick like a tape. Oh, we'll put Galaxy because that's got a nice modulation on it. So let's try those two delays by themselves.
Okay.
Okay, we'll add a bit of reverb after those.
Nice.
Okay, so to access the looper, I'm going to press these two foot switches together.
All right, sorry, I fucked you up.
No problem.
Maybe I'll try and do like 2, 3, 4.
So there's our loop going. We can also adjust the volume of the loop, of the playback here. As you can see on the display, you get a real-time graphic to show you how the loop's going.
Yeah.
If I hit this foot switch here, it's going to go half speed and drop an octave lower.
Right.
So it stays in the same key,
Yeah.
just half speed. If I hit this one, it's going to go backwards.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to press this to overdub. I want you to play something else above this. Anything you like, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
I am ready.
There you go. Okay. So, I've recorded that overdub now. You can hear it as you played it. But, if I press the reverse again,
Yeah, it throws that one in reverse too.
throws the one you've just recorded in reverse.
Yeah.
So I've pressed the half speed back.
Wow.
So you can do some pretty cool things with it.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Now, what we could also do, if we want to get a bit crazy, I can now move that looper, which has also got effects on it, in front of the other effects. And get really wet and messy. So let's try this. So if I go,
Can you keep the loop going and move the chain around?
Sure. So now that the loop's going, if I press these 2 foot switches again, I'm gonna go back. I can switch things on and off. I can change effect type and all things like this.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move that looper to the front of the chain. Okay. So now we've got the looper in front. What I'm gonna do, we can switch on another effect on top of that. So let's say if we went to the fuzz delay.
Yeah.
Oh, we switch on this other delay here.
Yeah. That's incredible. Shimmer, baby. That's such a cool feature. It just like has this ethereal aspect to everything, you know? Oh, wow. How'd you do that?
It's just this building up.
And then it just tails off.
So you cannot.
Yes.
So you can get really sort of experimental with this.
Yeah.
Use it almost like a compositional device.
Yeah.
Or you can use it just as a nice looper for practice. Or you can set very normal reverb and delays with it. You know, for any sort of blues player or rock player or anything like too.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for going through this. And
No
this
problem, man.
this pedal is absolutely amazing. Everybody needs to check it out. Mooer is the company. They're amazing people. Scotty's amazing. Wang's amazing. It's been a pleasure working with you guys all week. And I know I've been spent more time at your booth, I think, than anybody.
Yeah,
Just
man.
to-
It's been a pleasure to have you around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
cheers. Thanks a lot.
You too, man.
Absolutely. Mooer. Check them out.
See you later, guys.